Thanks for tuning in to our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon affiliate, AdSense, and iTunes affiliate site for sale in the sports niche. Created in February 2014, this business makes $3,206 per month in net profit. And the listing number for this site is 40617. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the sites they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. Today, we've got the seller with us to go through the business to cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Thanks for coming on, Lawrence.
Yeah, no problem.
So before we dive in, Lawrence, I just want to give the people out there listening and watching this overview of the business, more or less. So it was built in February 2014 as a monthly revenue of $3,226 with a 4-month average. The expenses are sitting at about $20 per month, and the net profit, of course, comes from that at $3,206. So could you tell us a little bit about your background? Is this kind of your first business, or do you have a background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, this is maybe my first niche affiliate website, but before I did a few e-commerce sites and I had a couple blogs going, so I have a background in kind of developing websites, but
Cool.
This was first Amazon focused kind of website.
And how did you come up with the idea to start this, without obviously giving away the niche? What was it about this site that really sang to you?
Well, I think this niche has it's pretty broad. There's many products that could under this niche. It's a sports niche. I can say that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So many sports, they might have just a few products that would be relevant to the sport, but I feel like this one has more than average, and so I thought it could be quite a bigger potential than some other niches.
Yeah, definitely. Your niche is a lot of different products, and based off your site alone, obviously has multiple different monetization strategies. Going into that just a little bit, for someone that's looking at this business and they might not be super familiar with online business, could you just go over briefly how this website makes money?
Okay, so basically it's most of the money is from Amazon Associates, the affiliate system at Amazon. So basically it ranks really well for some keywords on Google, some keyword phrases, and so it just refers traffic to Amazon, and if someone buys from Amazon, I get a commission basically.
Excellent. And why are you selling the business? Why not keep it and grow it?
Well, it's already been about 2 years, I guess, over 2 years. I kind of want to work on some other things right now, and I don't really have time to focus on this website. So I figured it'd be better just to have someone that wants to really grow it.
That's a great reason to sell. What's the plan after the sale? Do you have any ideas for the money? Maybe take a trip to Thailand?
Maybe. Probably travel a little bit, and then I'll just start working on some new business.
Excellent. That's the way a lot of people do it. Probably reinvest some of the money into your other businesses you're looking to grow.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, moving more into the site history here, what was the trajectory of this business for the first few weeks and months? Did you find that traffic was rolling in pretty quickly, or did it take a while to start getting customers?
It took about probably after about 6 months, I could see that it was going to start making real money, decent money. And so after about a year, it started bringing really steady, solid income. And so it just kind of kept growing slowly after that. The last probably 9 months, I really haven't been doing too much on this site. So the revenue is kind of flattened out. So if someone was to put some time into it, I'm sure it could easily grow by 50% or 30%.
Excellent. And now, is there anything you learned from this business specifically that you're going to apply to your future websites or future businesses that you're looking to start?
Yeah, well, I learned a lot more about SEO doing this website and keyword research. So I'll definitely use that if I keep doing more similar websites, I would definitely use that.
Now, what have you tried with this website that just didn't work?
I haven't really been able to do much social, like grow any blog presence or that kind of like Twitter presence.
Hmm.
But I really haven't put much effort into that either. So I can't really say I failed at it. But and also the email, I've been growing the email list for the last 9 months, I guess, too. But I haven't really like monetized it, I would say. So
Could be a
if someone would,
potentially, yeah, it could be a potentially good opportunity for someone who is savvy with email marketing. How big is the email list?
right now it's, let me check. I think it's over 1,300, maybe 1,400.
Nice. Do you have any
Yeah.
like follow up emails at all in that, or is it just they sign up and they don't really get anything, or how does that process work?
Right now they don't really get anything. It's I have like a survey to ask them like what kind of products they're interested in, and then so I have like some data, but other than that, there's not much.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's a great opportunity for someone.
yeah, yeah.
Moving into traffic centers, you said you learned quite a bit about SEO and you didn't get as much social as you were hoping. But what does the breakdown of traffic look like? Is it mainly organic? Is there some social that's coming in? Do you have a lot of referral or direct traffic?
It's almost all organic right now. Yeah, yeah. Basically zero social, and maybe a tiny bit of referrals just from like other blogs and stuff.
Nice. And as far as earning types, is it mainly Amazon that is earning, or do you find it's kind of even between Amazon, AdSense, and iTunes?
Amazon is definitely the bigger chunk, and then AdSense would be the second biggest.
And how stable are the earnings, would you say? Would you say you get the same amount month in, month out, or is there quite the fluctuation, like any kind of seasonality?
Bit seasonal, so in summertime it's higher, and then in the fall it drops a little bit, and like Christmas season is really good. So
Oh,
like
of course.
starting like maybe November it starts to go up a little bit, and then December is good. The slowest months are probably January, February. Yeah, and then after that, it starts to go up again a little bit.
And how much content is on the site?
Don't know the exact number, but let me check.
Quite a bit. Are you adding articles on a monthly basis?
Recently, I haven't for the last few months, but generally, I try to add at least a couple a
When
month.
you were heavily focusing on growing this business or this website rather, did you have like a set number of new pieces of content you want to go up on the site on a monthly basis, or was it just kind of however many keywords you had left to write about?
Yeah, it was more like worthwhile keywords there were to write, and I would just try to get them out as fast as I could.
Makes sense.
I have like over 62 articles right now on
Nice.
this site. Yeah.
Now, let's pretend that you were going to keep this business and you wanted to grow it. What would be the least risky path that you would focus on to earn more money with this business?
Really, I would just add more articles.
Always a good answer.
That would be honestly the easiest way. And if someone were to like start like consistently writing articles every week, at least, or like it'd probably grow like easily like 15-20% just through like natural SEO.
Yeah, using your domain rank that you already have, or domain authority rather. That makes
Yeah,
sense. What would you do if you were incredibly risky and you just threw caution to the wind and wanted to grow this site as fast as possible?
if I wanted to be very risky.
Yeah, if you decided you didn't
Oh,
care of the risk you took, you just wanted to grow the site as quickly as you can.
I haven't used the PBN at all for link building, so I think if I wanted to risk it, I would probably just pay for it and then try to get like up like lots of my rankings on some articles. So
That makes sense. So there's no
yeah.
PBN related to the site?
No, nothing.
All white hat link building?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. That's great. Did you do a lot of guest posting then, or what was your link building strategy? Or did you use like a skyscraper technique, or?
No, I would just go out and contact other blogs basically and ask them if they wanted to put my link on their blog.
That's awesome.
Really
Uh,
old school. Yeah.
hey man, old school work still, man. As far as risks do go, what do you think the biggest risk to a site like this is that a buyer should be aware of?
Well, it's probably just competition coming in and like trying to outrank you on some keywords. Actually, I had one problem. Like someone hijacked one of my listings somehow on Google. And so for like a couple months, I wasn't getting any traffic from one of these top keywords. But then I found out, and then like you have to contact Google, and it takes like a couple of weeks for them to like sort it all out. So,
Hijack? How do you mean you were hijacked?
but like I don't really understand how it worked, but it would show my listing on Google, but then when they click on it, it would go to someone else's website.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
Does that mean like part of your site was like hacked or something? Or they like
like I looked through my site, there was nothing like injected or it was just straight from Google. Like I don't know how they did it, but
interesting? How'd
yeah.
you go about contacting Google about it? Like through webmaster tools or what was
Yeah,
your
basically they have like the webmaster forums, right?
interesting.
And like there's a lot of many people that had like the same problem as me, so I think there must be some hole in Google's.
Wow. That's interesting. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, I didn't know either until it happened. So
Yeah, no kidding. Moving into the work required with this business, can you describe the amount and type of work you're doing to maintain the site?
well, right now it's I don't really do anything. But when I was growing it, it was just writing articles, and at first I was writing most of them myself, but after a while I started hiring people on what's the Upwork and some other sites. So
Yeah,
then it would just be getting them to write the articles, and then maybe I usually edit them after, and so yeah, that was basically it.
that makes sense. And what skills or requirements are there for someone not familiar with this niche that you believe they should have before purchasing this website?
They should, you can study a little bit about writing, how to optimize your articles for SEO. Just like basic keyword research, so you know what kind of articles you should focus on. That would be the most important.
Yeah, I agree. Especially from a white hat SEO play, I think keyword
Yeah,
research becomes even more important. The content definitely becomes more important, right? Because you're
yeah,
actually
yeah,
getting natural links to high quality content instead of just throwing a PBN at it, right? So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, wrapping this up a little bit, would you be willing to sign a non compete that basically says, "Hey, look, I'm not going to go start the same niche or the same niche website right after you buy this site for me"?
Oh yeah, for sure, I would sign that.
Cool, man. And how much support would you be willing to offer a buyer?
I use the standard 30 days email support, I guess.
Cool. And obviously, the best case scenario for everyone involved, for you and Empire Flippers, is someone comes and offers full list price for the business.
Yeah.
But would you be at all open to someone that wanted a split or an earn out, say like 70% up front, 30% on closing with some training, or maybe some other kind of earn out scenario? Is that something you'd be open to?
Yeah, it would depend on the exact details, but yeah, I would consider it.
Excellent. And before I ask you the final question here, Lawrence, the hot
Yeah.
seat question, just for our
Okay.
listener, just for our listeners out there watching this video, quick summary of the business. It was built in February 2014, has a monthly revenue of $3,226, expenses sitting at $20, and a net profit of $3,206. And again, that's over a 4 month average. So, Lawrence, what is your best pitch in 30 seconds or less on why someone should purchase this business?
This niche has a ton of potential, and I really haven't like dug really deeply into the niche myself. The site itself is really, really basic, and the articles are like basically all the same type of articles. So if you were to diversify the types of articles and like focus on different traffic sources like the email list and social media, you could definitely grow the site like probably I would say like 50% over a year.
Yeah, it sounds like there is some good opportunity, especially with the email list sitting over 1,000 that hasn't yet really been monetized. And plus, the niche is in a niche that people are just plainly extremely passionate about, really. So
Yeah.
there is quite a bit of opportunity there as a white hat link building play. I think that's a really interesting opportunity for someone. For people watching this on YouTube and wanting more information, the link will be below this video that will take you to our marketplace listing. Now, if you're watching this on our actual listing and you want more information, you can become a depositor today. It's super easy. All you have to do is click the button, make a deposit, and we'll send you the information. So, Lawrence, thank you so much for coming on, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for interviewing me.